Hello everyone and welcome to Stan the Wine and Man TV. I am your host, Dan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. You know, we're in the fall, and one thing I notice about fall, almost invariably, Italian wines start to take off. Now, they've sold all summer, of course, they do, but in this fall, when people start looking at comfort foods, they start looking to Italian reds, and in particular Chianti. A lot of people like Chianti. It's been around, of course, a long time. Its primary grape is Sangiovese. Recently, they let them blend some Cab and Merlot in there. That's fairly recent. But prior to that, they always did Colorino or Caniola, are two white grapes that they also blended into Chianti. There's a region called Chianti Classico, and it stretches between Florence in the north and Siena in the south. And you all guys have probably all seen the little rooster, the cockerel on the stem of the wine. Well, that's a very interesting story. Real quickly, Siena and Florentines always battled over their border. So one time they decided, let's get our two fastest riders, and in the morning when the cockerel crows, we'll send our fastest riders out, and wherever they meet, that will be the border. Well, the Florentines starved their cockerel, so it actually started crowing earlier. So their rider took off earlier, and they met, I think, 10 miles north of Siena. You know, that's the story. It's kind of a cool story. I like it. So the cockerel is usually, you'll see that on the Chianti Classico label. We have here two wines from the same winery, Meleto, which is owned by Viticola Toscana. Now, this company was developed through shareholders. Kind of interesting. I don't want to get into detail on that, but actually, there's about 1,400 acres owned by, I believe, about 1,600 shareholders. It's been around. I think that started in the 60s, I believe. Not positive about that. We're going to start out first with the Meleto Castello Di Meleto. Castello, the castle of Meleto. They have a beautiful castle on their property, which is very true of many wineries in Chianti. 2017 Chianti Classico. This rolls in at $20. So excited to try these. You know, old Hannibal Lecter made Chianti very popular. Have it with a little Chianti. Chianti is a great food wine. That's what I know about it. Goes, of course, really good with spaghetti, lasagna, that sort of thing. So it's fairly dark in color, actually. Can't see through it. Yeah, but lighter than, let's say, a Cab or a Merlot. Let's see what we get on the nose. Get a little bit of herbal action, a little bit of strawberry. Some cherries coming through on the nose. Violets like crazy. A little licorice as well. I like the nose. Let's see what we get on the palate. Typical Chianti style, really high in acidity, making it so good with a pasta red sauce with pasta. It kind of matches the Tuscan fare of food, really. And you know, I've been there. They love pecorino there. I tell you, Chianti with pecorino, it's to die for. So really is built for food. Good acidity, little leather underneath. I get the cherry, strawberry, and the violets come through on the palate as well. Loads of earth. I mean, this is very earthy. Good, solid tannins. Like I said, don't drink this by itself. You might enjoy it. I could enjoy it by itself, but it really does need food. I could have this with a Tuscan steak, pecorino. What do we have? Gnocchi with pecorino. Oh, God. You know, amazing stuff. And, of course, lasagna, spaghetti, all perfect. This is a well-made Chianti. Fairly simple, but delicious. I mean, it just grips you on the backside. Like I said, it screams for food. Please have this with food. I'm going to go B-B on that. Solid Chianti. $20, a fair price. I like it. Let's go to the next level. The Vina Cassi Castello Di Meleto 2015 Chianti Classico Reserva. Now these are all DOCG wines. That's the appellation in Chianti Classico. Very respected area. So, Reserva, what's the difference? They can't release it for 2 years. So, thus, you have a 17 and a 15. 17, 15. They had to hold this one for 2 years in order to, before they could release it. And so it's more expensive. What this is, $28. Give it a little rinse. Again, you expect it to be very food friendly, as the first one was. Color on this, a touch darker. Oh yeah, definitely darker than the first one. Not a ton, but yeah, definitely darker. Let's see what we get on the nose. Oh, this has like old worn leather on the nose. Definitely dark cherries, a little bit of strawberry coming through. A lot of earth. I love the like baked earth on this one. And very, very mild violet notes. Let's see what we get on the palate. The same thing, you got that high tone of acidity that absolutely makes it good with food. This one though shows its maturity. It's much softer, has like soft leather notes in it. It's more rounded because of the age. You get leathers, a little bit of strawberry, some cherries. Nice tobacco notes right on the back of the mid palate into the finish. The finish is long. I'm salivating because of the acidity. It just makes it, you just need food with this baby. But, you know, I actually could drink it by myself because I'm kind of a glutton for punishment when it comes to acidity. I mean, my mouth is watering, literally. Nice wood notes come through on the mid palate as well. The tannins are nicely structured, fairly big. Once you have that food, you see, that softens those tannins. The protein of the meat will break down the tannins, making it a perfect food wine. Is this worth $8 more than this one? Absolutely. You get that maturity, that roundness that you get from the 2 years extra in bottle before it's released. I'm going to go B+ on that. Solid Chianti for $28. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. I really appreciate it. How do you guys feel about Chianti? Is that something you go to in the fall, or am I just making that up? I don't know. Do you tend to kind of search out Italian wines? Or what country do you go to when comfort food starts coming onto your menu that you start cooking and the fall comes along in the winter? Let me know. Make a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.